I wanted to talk about winning time, and yes, Paul did give a bit of the game away. I believe it is the sports series that we all needed. For this week's big picture, I wanted to create a free endorsement, a free advertisement for HBO Max, the streaming platform that houses the best sports drama I've ever watched. That show is Winning Time: The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. It was created by Max Bornstein and Jim Hecht. I hope I pronounced that. And it was based off of the novel Showtime by Jeff Pearlman, who has also written other novels, in specific, a novel in regards to the three-peat Lakers team of the early 2000s. I needed to use this space to talk about the series because it is my favorite TV show that I have seen, at least in the last 2 years. The acting is superb. Each role is cast perfectly, with career performances from John C. Reilly of Step Brothers fame. He plays Dr. Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers. Quincy Isaiah is a dead ringer as Magic Johnson. If you see photos of him on set, you would not be able to tell the difference. It is incredible how much he looks like Magic. Solomon Hughes is brilliant, holding the pathos and the stoic self-seriousness of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Adrian Brody, former proclaimed actor who won an Academy Award in 2002 for The Pianist, he plays the young version of Pat Riley. And my favorite acting performance, and this is not hyperbole, the greatest of the year in one of my top 5 favorite TV performances ever, is Jason Clarke as Jerry West. Clarke in particular is a knockout as West. He shows this unrepentant winning mentality in the same way that The Last Dance kind of showed how Michael could be a bit of a dick in the way that he wanted to pursue winning. Jerry West is very much in that same way. It's how one title isn't enough for somebody who must always compete. It's a cycle of hell that can make it will never be broken. It can never be satiated. The happiness that you get from winning a title is a fleeting moment until the chase, that competitive spirit, is there again. And I think it's extremely ironic that Jerry West, as Paul had mentioned before I started the big picture, he hated his portrayal in the series. It's hilarious because of the way that his character is portrayed. He is everybody's favorite character. He hates the portrayal of himself, even though he is the one who is most positively looked at after the series is over. A bit ironic. I would also give a plug as not his agent, but Jason Clarke needs to be in more stuff, especially just the way that he portrayed Jerry West. He's going to win the Emmy for a limited series as Best Supporting Actor. I can guarantee it. And he needs to be in more stuff. And while the basketball in the series itself does make the plot move forward, I appreciate the show for being much more like this show and going from a top-down GM-based team-building perspective, really writhing through the weeds on how the Showtime Lakers were built. People I'd never even heard of before were integral to how this franchise and this dynasty grew. People like Jack McKinney, especially, Paul Westhead, Norman Nixon, Spencer Haywood, all get their moments from phenomenal acting performances, but also very integral plot points as well. Not since the series Chernobyl have I seen a complete acting performance from every single actor in the series, and God bless that it does make Winning Time shine. The best news that I've heard this year is the announcement that this mini series is not going to be that anymore and will actually have a follow-up. The series has been renewed for a second season, and I can't wait for it. Winning Time was a compelling drama with superb camera work, grade A acting, and a directorial focus that you rarely see with such precision in the streaming age. On a technical level, the series uses cuts and pans that look like they came straight out of the late 70s, early 80s. There's color distortions, there's grainy shots, and a lot of vibrant set design that puts you in a time and place that you don't want to leave. I sit here praising HBO for green lighting this series. I salute Adam McKay, the director of the first episode, who was integral in bringing this series to light, John C. Reilly, Jason Clarke, as I mentioned, in the entire cast, and every single person that brought the show to life. I couldn't be more grateful for having such a profoundly made piece of sports television available to us. In the same way as The Last Dance captured our hearts and minds with one of the best sports documentaries we'd ever seen, Winning Time in 10 episodes has already established itself as the greatest sports drama series ever. And there's still at least one more season to go, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on a what?